Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another LEGO video, and today I'm going to be doing another update video. So let's get started. So here I have all of my fire trucks that I've recently updated. Of course, they're not all fire trucks. We got some police cars over here. So yeah, I'm holding the camera with my phone. I'm holding my phone with my hand because I can't fit all this on my phone stand, but let's just get started. So first we're going to start all the way over here and work our way, we're going to start from the left and work our way to the right. So we'll start with the first one that I updated. So here we have engine 2. Oops. I didn't do anything with the back part. What I did to the front was I redid the white caps. What I did was I took the white plate layer that was up a stud and I moved it down a stud so it would be right here, so I could add a brick layer of red and then the other plate layer of white here for the white cap. Of course, the roof is not red because I don't have enough of these roof pieces, these hood pieces, because in whites, because I use the most of them on my police cars, which I'll show you here in just a bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it that I did to this thing. I'm pretty proud of it. I really like it, actually. It looks a lot better than before, and it was just all white here. It was like a giant white clump here. It just didn't look that good. It needed something to break it apart from the white stripe. So yeah. And I did the same thing with these two trucks as well. So with engine 3, did the same thing with breaking up the white cab from this. So like I moved the white plate layer down a stud, and then I moved the other plate layer up to here, right below the cab, with the brick layer here, which actually does line up with the brick layer here for the lights. So that's pretty nice. Like you can see, it lines up just perfectly. So I think that looks really nice. Sides. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else. So yeah. And next up with ladder. Oh yeah, and also with these. Well, of course this one. So with this one, I also, of course, lowered this plate layer down a stud of the white on the back part of the truck, as well as this. See, I did it with this truck as well. And with this, I decided to move up this cabinet here by one plate layer. It was a little bit of work to do back here, but I eventually got it done, and I think it looks pretty nice. I could save a little bit of pieces from that. And then with my ladder truck, ladder 1, same thing as the others. And I also changed up the cab a little bit. So like I got rid of that back layer here, so it's all flat. So that means that because it was originally just a one stud for the cab, so like it was like just two studs here for the top, so I had to move my minifigures down a stud, but now I can move them back up because of this. And then I also changed up the lights, so I moved this one back. I moved these lights back, I think like one stud or two studs from when I think two studs, because I think it was up here last. And then with these lights, I put them on jumper plates so that I could have them angled to make them look just like how they are in real life. And then with the back, of course, I shrunk down the white stripe down one stud on the back on both sides, as you can see. Yeah. And now next up is something that I never thought I would do before, but I did. So after I was done with these 3 trucks, I decided with the remaining parts and some extra parts too from the trucks, I would add white cabs to, not all of my airport fire trucks, just to my engine, ladder, and squad. I'm not gonna do it to the rescue because I think the rescue looks just fine with it. So yeah. So I did the same exact design that I did with these, so I didn't have to do anything with the stripe because it was already like this. And I think I showed you this before, that I added lights and scene lights back here. I don't remember if I did, but if I didn't, then here they are. If I did, then whatever. But yeah, so yeah, I added the white cab, same design with the plates here. So there was a white plate layer here, as you can see from the back, but of course I just swapped it out, put the bricks there, and then on top I just filled it in with white. So yeah, everything else is exactly the same. Oh yeah, and also, instead of using a 4x6 plate, I do this where I have like a 2-stud gap, a 2-plate wide gap in the middle, so that it would be enough room for the firefighters' hats to fit through. I didn't have to do that with the back, of course, because of this piece. So yeah, there's not much room is there. Both sides, so yeah. And pretty much the same thing with the ladder truck. With the room there. Oh, well, that piece came off. I couldn't do the jumper plates here because I couldn't really find any, and I couldn't really find any more. So yeah. And then of course, instead of having it all smoothed off here on the back of this, I just left a 2-stud gap here for the ladder. And this actually stays on because there's actually studs holding these towel plates in, so only this will move off, will come off. So yeah, there's like 1x4 tile, there's a 1x4 tile here, and then a 1x4 plate there. I just had to add that because I wanted to use the 1x8 tiles in blue on my engine. And then now I have the squad. I did redo this a lot actually, besides just the cab. Like this was originally the top of the roof for this, but I moved it down for the hood, and then changed up the lights back to what they were when I first made this. And then I added this 1x4 plates, 1x6 plate, whatever, with a 45-degree angled slopes for this. They're normally used. I probably wouldn't do this, but since I don't have any of these in yellow, I decided to add them here. And even though it does look kind of weird, since it's like here, but then there's like 1x4 panels here in yellow, it's whatever. And then I also added an extra stud, and no, I didn't. It's the same. But what I did do was I added brake lights in the back and a license plate. Oh wait, no, the license plate's been there. I just added brake lights. Still nothing in this cabinet. Still got the life buoy and the fire extinguisher. And of course the cab is removed. The same person in there, except it has a lot more room. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's it for the fire trucks. So now I move on to police cars. So I did make police cars a while ago. I don't know if I reviewed them before. I might have. I'm not sure, but I made 4 different police cars. I made 2 police cars. One looked just like this, and then one was an undercover one, like just like a normal car, but it was really a police car, undercover, I guess. I didn't call them police interceptors, I guess. So yeah. And so yeah, except the one that I made was actually only 4 studs long. It was pretty much the same size as my squad, but it looked exactly like my of my fire chief from Station 1. Yeah, it looked exactly like that. And then I also had a pickup truck which had this design, except of course it had a truck bed in the back. And then I also made a police truck which could carry like more than one prisoner. Like it could contain several prisoners in the police truck. So yeah, but I got rid of the police truck, and then I put together the police pickup truck and the interceptor undercover unit, and just put them together to make this. So these two are pretty much twins, except of course this one's has no lights and no decals. Besides these for like bars, I guess. So yeah, for like bars beside the windows. And both of these do have prisoners in the back, so like they have one in there in handcuffs. And then this one too. Yeah. So yeah, they both have prisoners in handcuffs. The only differences that they have is, of course, this one has stripes and stickers with all flashing lights, and this one has none of that. But in real life, there would be hidden flashing lights. And then also this one has, I guess you'd call this a push bar, or then this one has just a license plate there. So yeah, and also originally these were white rims, but I changed both of them to black rims because that's what all police cars have, black rims. Since I had some left over from when I was redoing my Station 3, since they all had black rims for the fire trucks there, I had some left over, so yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy with all these trucks. I don't really think there's anything else I can do with them right now. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.